All right, guys, your life is gonna be full of chaos. What does that mean? I mean, just look around. If you're an entrepreneur, it's chaotic, and it can seem like everything is just overwhelming, but chaos isn't the problem. Mismanaging it is. And I'm gonna show you today how you manage chaos in your business as an entrepreneur and how you get through it and how you bring control to that chaos. So stay tuned, let's kick some butt. Okay guys, so there's 4 dimensions of chaos that I'm gonna go over in your life, and if you understand these, you're automatically gonna be a better entrepreneur. You're automatically gonna operate with clarity. What do we all want in entrepreneurship? We want clarity. Guys, there's times in your life where it feels so unclear. When you're on a boat and it just feels like it's rocking and you're in the storm and you don't know what's what. Today, I'm gonna help you bring some clarity to that chaos. I'm gonna help you get through it in business, and if you can do these things, it's a surefire guarantee. Now, you see, today's really chaotic in my life. We've got a David Goggins event going on. We've got personal issues, family issues, we've got business issues, we've got all this stuff. I'm gonna talk to you guys very openly about what I'm dealing with as the president of our company and moving out of this chaos into clarity and keeping the ball rolling on what we're doing, on the initiatives that we have, on still getting results. Because number one, as a leader and as an entrepreneur, you're still gonna have to get results even through the chaos. It's not an excuse. So let's bring some order to it. Let's bring some new structure to it. Let's bring a new mentality to it. So hang with me. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you something that's gonna help you get even clearer on these chaos points that you're gonna have in life. So first, we've got 4 domains of chaos. Personal. You're gonna have family issues, okay? Your team's gonna have family issues. It's important to recognize these family issues and what's throwing you off as a leader. You can be great on paper, you make a lot of money, you're doing a lot of these things, but behind the scenes, you're empty. Behind the scenes, you're broken. Behind the scenes, you're unfulfilled. Behind the scenes, you have shame, guilt. Maybe you're not pursuing your best self. Maybe you have marriage issues. Listen, the number one thing that hurts a business is not business, financial, health, or any issues. It's family issues. So you as a leader, you need to be leading and showing your people what a good family looks like, what a good marriage looks like. And that is going to be the hardest thing for an obsessed leader. Do you know why? Because obsessed leaders, we are mission focused. We are going after it, and we could forget everything else going on in our life. And then our wife is talking to us and we're like, we don't understand what you're saying because we're over here trying to go kill it, take over the world. You're never going to take over the world unless you can lead your family first. So you need to be putting a lot of emphasis on your time in your family issues, okay? To get out of them, to be proactive in them. What are the things that keep popping up with you and your wife? What are the problems? Attention? She doesn't feel that attention like she used to feel. You're thinking, man, I'm putting so much attention into you because I'm building the life. You got the house, she doesn't care about any of that, man. Maybe what you need to do is be proactive. Put something on your calendar, maybe with your assistant, that says, hey, every Thursday, we're gonna have date night. Every Thursday, I'm gonna come into the office from 9, I'm not gonna come into the office from 9 to 12, and I'm gonna take her out, make her feel special. You're like, Ian, how's this affect business? Because it's everything in business. If your family life is shit, if your marriage life is shit, there's no way for you to build a big business. So maybe you have to get with your assistant and sit down and say, hey, every day at 9, 12, and 3 o'clock, I'm gonna send her something special from me, just a voice text. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, on the way to work, I've been doing this lately, and it's something I struggle with too, because we're obsessed, we're driven. And a lot of the times we just forget these little things that make our lives so much more happy, so much more fulfilled. I wanna ask you, when your family life is on fire, do you feel better about your business life?
Sorry to interrupt, bro.
Is he recording? We need to scoot over a little bit.
Hey guys, it's the Macklin twins. Let's go.
Hey guys, if you have any questions at all, we want you to text us. Our phone number is 480-780-2203, and one of us will get back to you. We got your back for life. Let's get back to the video. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Scoot over a little bit. See, listen, chaos, man. People are running around. They're trying to get out of the building. They say I'm in the way. It's no big deal. Listen, it's chaos. All we do is move. We don't let it throw us off. We don't need new camera angles. These family issues are so pivotal. Recently, what I've been doing is my wife drives my kids to school. I know it's a stressful thing. She's got the baby. She's got people crying. She's got things going on. I send them a prayer every morning. Guys, I'm so proud of you. God believes in you. We have God's favor. We love you. And I just pray over them. And I'm just like, you're going to have the best day. This is what's going to happen. God, thank you. Thank you for my family. And I'm just praying over them. What's ever on my heart. Do you know how that makes my wife feel? Do you know that what it makes her perspective like for the day? Okay? Think about these proactive family issues. Think about how you can do things to make her feel special. Make your family feel on fire. A lot of people, they go chase the big business, they get the big business, but they lose the family. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Entrepreneurs, this is your number one problem. So get orderly, get proactive, plan something for them, plan some dates for them, plan some outings for them, get involved with the baseball team, do some things that aren't just work and watch your work grow, okay? Honestly, if you can lead this better, everything gets in line a lot better. But you have to be proactive in these areas so you don't forget about them, man. Spend some intentional time with your children. Say, hey, you know what? We're focused on a lot of what we're focused on. How about you focus on what they're focused on? You know how that also makes the wife feel when you're focusing on what the children like and you're doing some really special things for them? They only get one dad. They only get one mom. Are you the person that one day they're going to figure out is living up to the standard, that's doing these things? Are you just so consumed with work that you're not having the good family life? I'm not interested. I can have a really good business, but also have a really good family. It's just going to take presence. Presence, not presents that you're giving to them. Presence in being in the family and being in the household. It's the number one thing I'm focused on. Because you know what? My greatest strength is that I'm an attack dog. I go after it. I'm driven. I show up every day. I'm building something great. I know I am. But I could forget them. I could forget what's going on over there. I could not give them the attention. So I've got to tell my mind and set that up proactively within my life so that it works for them. Number 2, financial. Some of you guys, you don't know how to raise money. You don't know how to get money. You don't really know how to manage your debt. One of the biggest problems in business is this debt. People buying things that they shouldn't be buying. You know, you go make $1 million and you go spend the $1 million. Instead of humbling yourself and staying in the trenches for a couple of years and living below your means and investing it back into your business, you go and pile up the debt, live like a baller, and then you're broke. Okay? Not interested. Did that. Also did that. Learn from that lesson. My first $1 million sucked. You know why? Because I made the $1 million and I had racked up all these bills in this new lifestyle and I didn't really know how to manage it. I didn't have financial accountability. I didn't have financial knowledge and frequency. And so, you know, I was spoiling it. It was actually more stressful than when I was making $200,000-$300,000. So learn how to manage your finances. Life events, when they're coming up, are you the baby that gets thrown off by life events? Are you the baby that's like, oh my God, there's a moving, there's this, there's that? Are you planned? Are you prepared? Okay, listen, are you putting money aside in a reserve account so then when things pop up, it's no big deal? Or are you spending your money on bullshit? You know life is going to come for you. You know that there's going to be some payroll issues when you hit another season of your business. It's important to recognize seasons of business. Some of us are in summer. Some of us are in winter. And when you go to winter, if you're not prepared, you'll never get back to summer. And every business will go through a winter, spring, and summer. All of them will. But are you prepared? Are you saving your money? Are you investing your money? We're taking all of the money we have right now and we're putting it in all these buildings around us to build this infrastructure to be even better. Every dollar, living like we're broke. You know why? That's going to be the next 15, 20 years of our life, the investments that we make today. And not just in the buildings and in the things, but in the people. We're investing heavily in the people, heavily in the relationships that we have, heavily in the infrastructure. Make that really the biggest part of your business. Number 3, you've got to bring order to your health. You cannot operate a big business under big stress if you're not taking care of you. And this is so hard for business leaders to understand. You look in the mirror, you're not happy with you. You don't have the energy. You can have all the money and everything on paper. Some of you do, but you don't have this. And then what's going to happen in 10 years? You're going to leave your kid without a father, without a mother, all because you built a business? Not interested. Not interested. You can have it all, okay? You can have it all. You better be proactive about your health. There's a lot of people that they just chase the business, chase making the more money, and they lack on the health. And then they get all the money, they get everything, but they have to give all of that back in order to have a few good months of their life in their health. I'm not interested. What you feed yourself is so important. There's 4 parts of your nature and your human spirit: mind, body, heart, soul. You got to feed all 4 parts of your nature. What you feed your mind, what you feed your body, what you feed your heart, what you feed your soul. Those things end up creating an on-fire entrepreneur, an entrepreneur with perspective, an entrepreneur with belief, an entrepreneur with clarity. And you know what? There's not many of us out there. You know why? Because so many people are just wrapped up in their own shit. They don't have the perspective. You should have a coach for all of these as an entrepreneur. You should have a coach for all of these. Health, financial, personal, everything. Coolest thing about the Elliott Group is we're a coach for all of it. Okay? One-stop shop, baby, because we're actually doing what we live. You know what most people aren't doing? What they tell other people to do. Not interested. Okay? Next one, business. This gets you all wrapped up. You have chaos in your deadlines, in your team issues. Team issues come from you. You know, it comes from the people that you're hiring. And listen, number one, if you have a team, you're always gonna have team problems. But it's how you process it. It's how you see the information. It's how you see the problem. It's how when you go into that crash site, what you see. Are you in the crash site and everything's exploded around you and you're reactive and you're mad and you're pissed off? Is that you? That's a lot of leaders. So they end up breaking things, breaking people. And you know where you create loyalty? When people are going through hard things. A lot of people are cool when they're cashing checks, having fun, making money, woo, 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 woo. But then they're having a problem with their wife. They're having a problem in their life and they're going through something that honestly is very hard. They don't even trust you to tell you. You don't even know what they're going through. You haven't even asked, okay? And then you want them to go make more money, but you haven't even sat with them and been like, dude, your life's chaotic. I can tell what's going on, and helping them out of the chaos. Your job as a leader is to bring order to the chaos of the people. If you want them to grow, you must be growing, bro. You must be growing. You want your family to grow? They must be growing. That's the only way to make it happen. And if you want less team issues, proactively approach them and teach them the chaos that's going to happen in their life and how they can bring order to it. And if you do, man, your team's gonna be on fire. I got fire-breathing dragons on my team. They still have problems, okay? We've never left them. Just like God has never left us, we've never left them. Whew. Yo, Jesus was saying, that's the truth. And he wanted me to bring this closer to you guys so you could see it, okay? But never leave them. That's where loyalty is created. It's created in the hard times for people. So, you know, bring some order to that. Maybe your team doesn't know how to handle their health. Maybe you need to get somebody to help them handle their health. Maybe your team doesn't know how to handle their finances. You need to get somebody to handle their finances. When you're onboarded in our company, you meet with Sawyer Monson. He's our financial advisor, and he's gonna give you a plan, okay? In your family issues, I'm gonna meet with you and talk with you about what's going on in your family so I can understand you, so I can help you. Most entrepreneurs aren't doing that. In your business life, I'm gonna talk to you about your deadlines, how you hit them. Most of you show up to work and don't work, okay? If you showed up and hit these deadlines, you should go home and experience all this. Guys, the last thing we talk about in the company is revenue. You know why? Because the revenue is a byproduct of how we handle the chaos, how we manage the stress, how we get through these things. And if I'm telling my people, go home at 5, 6 o'clock every day, if you work your ass off and help your family and be a good dad, that's in our core values. You're a bad dad, get your ass out of here. You're not handling your family, get your ass out of here and go fix it now or be gone. You cheat on your wife, get out of here, you're gone. Any of these things, if they exist, you're gone. But we're coaching people to be proactive in our business, to go out there and handle these things. We built a gym in the business. You know why? We wanted people to have the good health. We wanted people to have the good energy. We wanted people when they showed up to beat the demons off them and get out there and have some fun. How many business owners don't care about any of that shit? Yeah, that's why you're broke. That's why your business doesn't make any money, because you only care about you. You only care about your pocketbook. And it ain't like that in leadership. It ain't like that in business. You're here to serve the people. That's what God created you to do. So serve them first and then watch everything come. All right, guys, we're adjusting location because we're catching a lot of heat out here and it's hot as shit out here. It's 110 degrees. Pearson Moving, by the way, is one of the companies that I serve. We've helped them, you know, with their sales process, SOPs, leadership, management, that whole thing. And also this company, the owner, Austin Yarbrough, decided he wanted to open up a coaching company and he wanted to learn how to teach people how he's done so well in these moving industries. So my brother and I have helped him build a coaching company. He's actually going to host 150 people here and go to the next level of his life because, man, separately from this video, when you do things for others, and that should be what sales is. Sales isn't something you do to somebody. It's something you do for somebody, okay? And when you go to the next level of your life, even when you make a lot of money, you start to realize it's not really about money. It becomes about purpose and fulfillment. So this guy's made a lot of money, but he's out here helping us move to the Goggins event, all this stuff to the Goggins event. But right now, he's really seeing that next level of purpose that he wants in life. So we're building him a badass coaching company. So go follow him, Austin Yarbrough, on social media. Okay, all right. There's 3 types of reactions to chaos, and you have to understand these reactions because some of you, you're going to realize really quickly that this is your number one problem. Some of you, this is your strength, but I doubt it, okay? 3 types of reactions. Amateur. This entrepreneur is the guy that when something breaks, he overreacts. He's mad. He breaks things. He's emotional. He has extreme thinking. He's up and down, and he quits easily. This is the guy that started 30 businesses. This is the COO that she's on to a new job every other year because right when things get hard, they just quit. They just break. They just can't see the perspective of seeing things through and seeing what their life looks like on the other end of not reacting, on the other end of letting chaos go, on the other end of not jumping in and fixing everything, but letting time play out a little bit and not overreacting to things. This person lives in problems. They literally can't find structure to problems, so their brain is just problem. Their lens is dirty. Their lens chooses to see problems instead of opportunities. If you're ever around a lot of problems, I want to tell you something. That's where the most money is made. Because anybody that can bring a great perspective to them and figure it out and go through that storm, they're the most dangerous in entrepreneurship. And inevitably in entrepreneurship, you're going to come across a lot of storms. A lot of storms. And a lot of people, they're not built for them. They break every single time. Your superpower in entrepreneurship must be your persistence. And when it comes, how do you react? Do you expect it? I expect it. I expect it. It's no big deal. I expect it to be hard. So since my frame of mind is like, I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be challenging. When it's easy, it's cool. But honestly, when it's easy, it terrifies me because I want chaos. I know chaos is where we grow. If you're not experiencing any type of chaos in your business, you probably ain't growing. You're probably not pushing hard enough. Okay? Your dreams should be so big that they feel chaotic. And then you got to bring structure to that chaos. Intermediate people, they use it as a crutch. Well, the market, well, the this, well, we could have grown, but you didn't know how to build the right team. You didn't know how to get the right people in. You quit every single time. It's in your frequency. Every single time you made an excuse and went back to the starting line. Don't be this intermediate person or this amateur that quits. Don't be this person that doesn't see things through to the conclusion. That person that quits easily, that's the worst person, man. That's the person that ends up being 50, 60 years old and they've had all these life experiences, but none of them panned out. None of them. And you see a lot of them. You see a lot of people that could be the needle mover in the company, but every year they're quitting. Every year they're going to a new job. I'll be honest with you. My superpower is I've had 4 jobs in my lifetime. Same industries. I'm not telling you I'm better than you because you've had 50. I'm just telling you when I start something, I see it through till it's great. I make a decision and I make that decision great. People talk about my sales career. They're like, oh, you must have just worked for a great store. My store sucked. My store was one of the worst in the country. Okay, we made it great. We made it amazing. There was a lot of people that quit on that same journey as me and then came back 2 years later once we built the greatness and want to be a part of the greatness. Okay, there's many people who quit on this ELLIOTT dream, and then they want to come back 2 years later. They see the building, they see the social media, but they quit early on. There's people that'll quit now. You know why? Because accountability is high, because they can't handle the pressure, because they can't handle the stress, because their lens is dirty. Their lens is dirty. Their lens is dirty. They don't see it like it is. They don't see the impact they're creating. They literally, they're seeing the world how they want to see it. We all get to see the world. Some people just choose how they're going to see it or not. That's it. Experts, they anticipate. They know these things are going to happen. They're looking at their business. They're deciding, hey, what's going to happen in 2 months? What's going to happen in 4 months? What's going to happen in 6 months? What's going to happen in a year? Okay? This problem comes in. I've anticipated. I've seen that in that person. I can see their eyes. I can see where they're going. It's no big deal. Already have a plan. Already know how we're going to move. It's no big deal. They know that they can control the controllables and they can't control the uncontrollables. They're going to seek help. Again, it goes back to having mentors. A lot of entrepreneurs are going to do it by themselves. Their business is doing 600,000, 700,000. They're miserable, and that might sound like a lot to you, but if you're in entrepreneurship, you know it's not shit. And they got a business that could be doing 5 million in the same location, in the same business, but they can't see it, and they won't get help because they're arrogant. They got broke arrogance. They're netting, 10 grand a month, 15 grand a month. They could be netting, $1 million a month. But they don't believe it. They don't see it. And so you need people to adjust your perspective. You need people to show you the next level. In every level, there's a new devil. And guys, you're just a blip on the radar. We are too. We got a 9-figure business. We're nowhere close to where we need to be. We haven't figured anything out as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, we've got some great stuff going for us, guys. Okay. But there's so many things that I'm unaware of. We're trying to take our company global, multiple cities, multiple countries. We're doing it right now. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to learn to do that. A lot of stresses, a lot of issues, a lot of problems that you're going to have to solve. Who knows those problems? Go find them. Go find that person. Lego. You guys remember Lego? You know Lego. Lego was going through a place in time in their history where they were getting ready to file bankruptcy. They were losing money. They were building all these different products. They had a product for everybody. And they just got distracted. They got lost. They had a CEO that was arrogant, thought he knew everything. He opened up amusement parks, this, and that. They started losing all the money. He had no outside guidance. He didn't want anybody to tell him what to do. Board removed him, put a new guy in. The new guy comes in, simplifies all the products, simplifies the things that they had going on. They had help. He looked at him, he's like, hey, this thing is not that hard to adjust. Adjusted it, simplified the products, partnered with Star Wars on a couple of their products so that they promoted it. Boom, the company starts growing, removed some of the things that were holding them back. He went in with a perspective of, he wasn't a toy maker. He didn't operate these companies. He was an executive with experience that could bring control to the chaos. And when he did that, their company grew. He also offered them expertise and coaching for years and they never took it. So they suffered in the tomb of hundreds of millions of dollars because of their arrogance. People have mental arrogance. They don't know how much they don't know, and they won't sometimes even pay for that knowledge to get around a person that does know that can advance their business 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Those people are all around. They're everywhere, and you could get that. Resolve quickly. They're going to resolve issues quickly. Quickly, man. They're going to move through them and they're not going to have to think about them. They don't put a lot of energy into them. They make a decision. They move quickly. They speak direct and they handle it. They're an entrepreneur, and a lot of them don't have the ability to speak direct with their team, tell their team what they like and what they don't like. They just pat everybody on the ass and they don't have direct conversation. Got to have direct conversation. Got to resolve it quickly. That's the 3 types of reactions in chaos. All right, guys, we had to move inside because we got another moving truck showing up. Chaos. It's no big deal. We're not perturbed. We're not upset. We're just moving, shaking, and doing our thing. Guys, next level of handling chaos, awareness. Okay, so awareness is the first step of learning. I want you to evaluate yourself the next time chaos shows up. How proactive are you? Listen, look at this word, instinctive. We're going from reactive, shit comes at us, we blow up, we break things, we go back to zero. All this stuff happens. You guys know what I'm talking about, to an instinctive nature, okay? So you have to assess how you deal with chaos. You have to assess in this video, oh, that's my problem. And then we're gonna go to structure. Once we're bringing structure to it, it's like a mouse looking for cheese. We're not gonna go into that freaking bait trap and then, get caught, okay? That's not gonna happen. We're not getting caught by chaos. We're not getting thrown off by it. We're bringing a good perspective to it. We understand. And then we're practicing it, okay? And this is where you got to get feedback from the market, from your people, and from just the results that you're doing. So as the chaos comes in and you handle it good and you handle it with this video, I want you to acknowledge it to yourself. I want you to be like, hey, you did really great that time. Good job. Good job. Good job. Because the more that you know that you're doing it and you're staying out of it, the more your mind shifts. The more your mind shifts. Some people, they handle it and they're just, oh yeah, that was cool. No, what you're going to do is be like, yep, I handled that right. That's me changing. That's me change. That's a pivotal point in my life and in my entrepreneurship. I'm going to try to handle that the same way every single time. So be proud of yourself because you're doing that. We're going from reactive to instinctive. We can understand it's coming. It's like a lion hunting in the jungle, man. He knows where that bait is. He knows where that prey is. He's looking, pow! He gets them, man, because he's instinctive. He knows where it's at. Know where the chaos is at in your business. Know where the chaos is at in your life. You need to be instinctive and proactive, whether it's that health piece, whether it's that family piece, whether it's that business piece, whether it's that team piece. You got to be proactive. You got to be approaching it. You got to be attacking it. Don't let it attack you. Don't let it attack you. Don't get caught in the loop where it's just attacking you all the time. Don't let that happen. These are the 8 strategies that you have to use with inside of it. Number 1, your perspective is everything. Your perspective is going to be a perspective of gratitude. Hey man, I'm super excited about my business. I expect it to be chaotic. I expect life to be chaos. I've coached some of the top entrepreneurs in the world, salespeople in the world, some of the top influencers in the world, and I've never seen somebody that doesn't have a chaotic life that's building a big life. Never, not once. It's just how they see it. It's not what you see, it's how you see it, okay? So how do you see the things happening in your life? Shut your bitch ass up, okay? You should be like, yeah, let's go, baby. This is where the GOATs are made. This is where the greatest make their stand, bro. Michael Jordan lost 3 consecutive playoff seasons before he won 1 championship. Do you think that he was going home on the All-Star break and being like, I just freaking lost, I'm never gonna win? Nah, man, he's like, this is part of the game. Failure, it's a part of the game. It's the road. In entrepreneurship, entrepreneurship, you're failing more than you win. Believe it or not, you're failing more than you win. It's the highs of highs and the lows of lows, man. Business is great, you get the reward. Business is shit, you get the shit. It's what happens, man. And when business goes up and down or these little things, honestly, there's more lows probably than the highs in a lot of businesses, okay? And if you want to have more highs, you're going to go to number 2, which is seek counsel. By the way, guys, I know you can't really see this because I just got shitty handwriting. I'll be honest with you. Didn't do that well in school, okay? Now I'm a person that's getting ready to go to Harvard next semester. Why? Because I'm always seeking counsel. I'm always seeking the new knowledge. I'm always seeking the next version of myself. I might not be the guy that writes the best, but you put me in a business, driving a company, driving sales, driving results, driving perspective, I kick your ass, okay? So don't be making fun of my handwriting. Number 2, you gotta seek counsel. You gotta seek counsel because counsel can influence your perspective. Counsel can show you something that you didn't know. I got counsel for everything. Health, spiritual, mental, physical, all of it, okay? Get people that can flip your perspective in one conversation. I am that to a lot of people, okay? So seek counsel. Number 3, don't exaggerate your problems. Don't exaggerate them. Don't add more shit to the shit. I see entrepreneurs every day that they're like, oh, I'm just gonna throw more problems on top of the problems. Let me just throw more problems on top of the problems and then wonder why I got all these problems. Well, bro, you threw more on top of them, okay? Number 4, focus on what you can control. There's gonna be a lot of things in your life that you're out of control of. And as entrepreneurs, we got this thing where we just want to control everything. We just want everything to go our way. You got to get rid of that. You got to release control. Just release control. Some things are going to work out great. Some things aren't going to work out so great. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're walking your path. You're in tune with your purpose. You're going towards where you're going to go, and you are going to figure it out. Faith over fear. Faith over fear. A lot of you guys operate in fear. A lot of you guys operate in desperation. A lot of you guys operate in shame, guilt. I don't know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Don't let the devil take your dream over. Don't let him talk you out of it. Over-prepare. Over-prepare on the things that matter, on the things that really drive the needle in your company, on the things that really get you results, your team, your marketing, the things that you have going on things that prevent the chaos. If you keep seeing chaos pop up, which is the next one, find the source. Find the source of the chaos. Be over-prepared to find the source. And if you find the source and it's a person, get their ass out of your company. We've had those. Total chaotic people running from department to department, creating fires. They honestly don't even sometimes know. It is a personality type of some people. They create fires, act like they're putting them out. They're just making the chaos happen around your company. Get rid of them, okay? Listen. But you may need to find the source. Maybe it's in a vendor. Maybe it's in something else, whatever it is. Maybe it's in somebody's family and they're just not producing the way that they are. And it's not really an issue of work ethic. It's an issue of something's happening internally with them. So you might need to find the source within that team member's life. That's a good job of a leader to go figure out what's going on in that person's life. Next one. Plan the next 3 steps, okay? Plan the next 3 steps. Super important because if you start planning out your next 3 moves and you plan out those next 3 moves and hit 1 move right, 2 moves right, 3 moves right, this quarter we're going to accomplish these 3 things. Only things we're going to work on. No distractions. No nothing else. It's not the red dress syndrome where you're looking around like, oh man, that's great. Let's add this on. Oh man, I like that. Let's go do this. No. Listen. Plan your next 3 steps so the company knows, so you know, so your leaders know, so your executives know, so everybody knows what's going on. Plan the next 3 steps of your business and take those 3 steps with precision. So guys, this is how you take order of the chaos. As a leader, it's our job to bring order to chaos. It's our job to figure out where it's at. It's our job to pull it out. And understand, man, I'm dealing with a lot of chaos. I mean, just look at today. Today's a Thursday. We got 1,500 people showing up. We got moving trucks out front, things that are late, vendors that have canceled, this, that. We got all kinds of shit. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's just business. Things are going to happen for the good, for the bad. But what we're going to do out there is go give our people confidence. What we're going to do is go out there and make it happen. What we're going to do is show people how we can handle stress. Ultimately, the way that you handle stress and chaos determines how far you go in your life. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys our free Empire Builders book. What is that? It's gonna help you bring order to the chaos. SOPs, onboarding, recruiting, training. It's gonna give you everything that we've done to build a really good team and to keep growing. A lot of the ways that we've brought order to the chaos is within inside of this 100-page plus book. It's amazing. All you gotta do is text me, 480-780-2203. If you're a committed leader, I'll just send it over to you for free. And if you ever wanna have a conversation with me, I'll fire your ass up and show you that different perspective and show you how to really grow your business. Let's go. All right, guys, you're the true 1%ers. You made it to the end of the video. Let's go. Like, comment so we know who you are down below, and then share this video to somebody else who needs it. And also turn your notifications on because we got the fire coming every single day. Amazing. We'll see you at the next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.